Steelball Run has a lot of great fights, essentially perfecting the stand of the week formula that's been tweaked over the years. One of my favourite aspects of the part is the Lucy Steele subplot, starting with the Green Tombstone and to Catch the Rainbow arcs. So why does it work? Let's find out. Having different perspectives in JoJo isn't anything new, but the difference with this is how utterly defenceless Lucy Steele is in her situation. We aren't in a scenario in which two people are going to have to throw down, and as a result we have no idea of what to expect from her as she tries to protect her husband, allowing this arc to be one of the most intense there is. Lucy is a very important character to the part, and arcs like these do a great job of giving her characterization before she takes centre stage. Of course, the real MVP of this arc is Mountain Tim. His selfless behaviour is astounding, and he completely fits the noble stereotype of his character seen so many times in cowboy films. Even when facing death, he protected Lucy Steele, and for that I have to respect him. You can tell that writing him was a dream come true for Araki, being the fan of Western culture he is. The biggest thing to come out of his death, however, is Blackmore being established as a real threat for the protagonists. His stand ability seems incredibly versatile, and by managing to make quick work of Mountain Tim, a competent user himself, it's made clear to the reader that the allies are in a worrying situation unless he's dealt with fast. What impressed me most about him is that we never really see him at his best, due to him being shot by Lucy Steele. Despite being half dead, he still attacked Gyro and Johnny, showing his unwavering devotion and keeping them at bay pretty easily. The fight wasn't overdone and managed to leave a real impact on me due to how enigmatic Blackmore was. Being one of Funny Valentine's most important assassins, it's made clear that the protagonists are going to have a tough time if there are more people like him on their way. The next arc similar to this is Tubular Bells. You'd think that with a similar premise we'd be in danger of retreading old ground without the same impact, but that isn't quite the case. The stakes are higher than ever as Funny Valentine slowly closes in on Lucy, but despite this she pushes forward, coming up with a quite elaborate plan, and you can really get a sense of her steeled resolve from her infiltration. In contrast to the Green Tombstone, Lucy's bravery is emphasised by the arc immediately introducing the antagonist, so we know how dangerous the situation is for her right off the bat. I'm aware that some people don't like this arc, and it's all because of this guy, Mike O. His stand looks a bit goofy, but I honestly don't see how that's a problem. JoJo has always been unconventional with stand and enemy designs, and this isn't any different. Not only that, but its appearance is deceptively harmless due to its painful attacks. With Scarlet's death, any pretense of his stand being a joke is gone, and this man can do some serious damage. Even as a person, I find myself having some respect for him. There's not much to go off of with minor antagonists most of the time, which is why mannerisms are important. His tendency to talk of my world to Diego shows that he is self-absorbed with his status as the president's bodyguard. It's a small thing, but it shows his devotion. In a similar fashion to Blackmore, he also managed to be impactful in his death. He could have been easily discarded by Hot Pants, but the way he chose to die further emphasises that his sole purpose is to protect the president. Speaking of Hot Pants, this arc is good setup for her, hinting towards her backstory which gets us interested in her character before the Civil War arc. The arc shows that she's trying her hardest to help Lucy, and this act of goodwill becomes all the more important when we realise she's trying to better herself after her cowardly act in the past. Overall, Lucy keeps things unpredictable. I found myself enjoying this fresh perspective from her, and these arcs gave me two of my favourite villains in the part despite how fleeting their appearances are. Thanks for watching folks. I'll see you later.